Hi! Ako po si Mike Francisco at ito po ang Litrato Philippines. Mapapanood niyo mo kami dito lang sa Radyo Bandido TV, simulcast on DCRJ 8:10 AM at sa Sky Cable Channel 224 and digital boxes and free-to-air TV at sa aming social media account, facebook.com/DCRJ 8:10 AM at ang aming official YouTube channel. Kaya subscribe, like, and follow and share. See you there!
Litrato Philippines, hosted by Mike Francisco, showcases a variety of wonderful, uplifting beauty queens from all over the world, Philippine tourism, culture, and lifestyle, and issues being faced in our country. Catch them Monday to Friday on Radio Bandido TV, Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus boxes, digital free-to-air Channel 29, Facebook.com/DZRJ 8:10 AM, and YouTube channel DZRJ 8:10 AM, Radio Bandido.
Ayan, magandang gabi po sa lahat po nanonood ng Litrato Philippines at araw po ng Martes, no? Tama ba ako? Yan, August 15, no? Araw ng sweldo, no? Lutang ako, no? Oh, wala naman kasi ako sweldo, kaya ganun. Anyway, ngayong araw po ay later on, no? May makakasama po tayong beauty queens from Indonesia, no? We're just waiting for her to open her cam so that they can set, no, on the television. I mean, her camera and the television. Anyway, before we start, we would like to invite everyone to check, no, or share, no, our live by Sky Cable Channel 224 and all TV boxes and DT boxes nationwide. And of course, you can watch us in all GTT boxes, and also you can hear us on our radio station, in Philippine radio station, DCRJ 10 AM, and we have a social media account. No, you can hear and watch us on our social media account, facebook.com/DCRJ 10 AM, and our YouTube channel, DCRJ 10 AM, Radio Bandido TV. And of course, we do have TikTok account, DCRJ 10 AM, at we also have apps, no? Prima apps and Radio Garden app via iOS and Android. Then search DZRJ 10 AM for us, no? To hear, no? Our representative, no? In Miss Earth, no? Actually, not only in Miss Earth, we have a lot of beauty queens we interviewed for so many years. For those people who are in work right now, I think in Indonesia it's already night, no? So they can watch instead of hearing us, no, in their apps, no? Actually, for those who are working at night, you can download the app, Prima apps or Radio Garden app, iOS or Android, and search DCRJ 10 AM where you're able to hear, no, our guests for today. But before we start, fix everything in order. Let's introduce our first, no, our reports, no, for today, no, by made by our paano ba pogi? Handsome reporter. Okay, we have two reports for today. Okay, unahin muna natin to. Let's start with Governor Fernando ng Bulacan, wagi sa Outstanding Local Chief Executive of the Philippines Award, no? Ayan. No, oy, congratulations Governor. O si Governor pinadala na ko dati nung Christmas ng gift pack. Thank you, Governor. Ayan. Mula po sa report ni Sir Jimmy Mahusay. Sir Jimmy, magandang gabi po. Go ahead.
Isa na namang panibagong karangalan ang nadagdag kay Bulacan Governor Daniel R. Fernando nang gawaran siya ng bilang Outstanding Local Chief Executive of the Philippines Provincial Governor Category for Luzon Island ng Association of Local Social Welfare and Development Officers of the Philippines Incorporated o ALSDOPE ngayong araw. Personal na tinanggap ni Fernando ang parangal na idinaos na gawad parangal sa SMX Convention Center sa Lanang Lungsod ng Davao, kalinsabay ng 26th National Social Welfare and Development Forum and General Assembly. ng asosasyon na may temang Relevant and Responsive Social Welfare and Development Practices amidst the political conflict and movements for social change. Kinilala rin ang award-giving body ang malakas na political will ni Fernando sa pagpapatupad ng kakayahang panlipunan at kaunlaran ng kanyang nasasakupan. Pinuri din ang mga inisyatiba at serbisyo ng People's Governor na nag-aangat ng pangkalahatang kagalingan ng mga nasa vulnerable sector, kabilang ang mga indigenous people, solo parents, senior citizens at PWDs. Sa kanyang mensahe, isang malaking karangalan anya ang parangal na ito bilang Outstanding Local Chief Executive of the Philippines under the Provincial Governor category for Luzon Island. Dagdag pa ng gobernador na ang parangal na ito ay hindi lamang sumasalamin sa pagsisikap ng provincial government ng Bulacan, kundi ito ay dedikasyong maitaas ang antas ng pamumuhay ng mga kababayan at pagkilala rin ng sama-samang pagkilos ng mamamayang Bulakenyo para makapaghatid ng progresibo at positibong pagbabago sa ating lipunan. Pinasalamatan din ni Fernando ang 𝗟𝗶𝘁𝗿𝗶𝘀 at ang lahat ng magigiting na social workers ng bansa para sa walang kapagurang dedikasyon na naisulong ang kapakanan at karapatan ng mamamayan. Gayon din ang mga pinuno at empleyado ng pamahalang panlalawigan ng Bulacan na kanyang naging katuwang sa pagpapatupad ng mahalaga at makabuluhang programa para sa mga Bulakenyo. Ang Gawad Parangal ay taunang programa ng 𝗟𝗶𝘁𝗿𝗶𝘀 na layong kilalanin ang mga Outstanding Local Chief Executive at Local Social Welfare Development Officers sa kanilang mga pagsisikap at di matawarang suporta at kontribusyon sa pagpapalakas ng mga programa, serbisyong pangkalinga at proteksyong panlipunan. Ako, si 𝗟𝗵𝗶𝗶𝗀 nag-uulat para sa DZRJ 8am, ang Radyo Bandido TV.
Maraming salamat kasamang 𝗟𝗵𝗶𝗶𝗃. Samantala, meron na naman po tayong isa pang report, no? Mula naman kay J.R. Narit, no? 116 na suspect arestado sa malawakang operasyon sa Quezon province, no? Mula po sa report ng PNP, no? Mula sa aming reporter kay Sir J.R. Narit. Sir J.R., magandang gabi po.
Arestado ang 116 katao sa patuloy na malawakang operasyon ng Quezon Police Provincial Office sa atas ni Provincial Director Police Colonel Ledon Monte na may kinasa silang weekend catch kaya't natimbog ang mga suspect dahil sa paglabag sa iba't ibang uri ng krimen. Ayon sa datos mula sa Provincial Operations Management Unit, sa isinagawang kampanya kontra illegal na droga, arestado ang 6 na drug personalities dahil sa paglabag sa Republic Act 9165 at nakumpiska ang 7.12 gramo timbang ng shabu na may tinatayang halaga na 145,248. Sa inilatag na operasyon ng manhunt sa most wanted persons, 7 individual ang nasilat. Ang kinilang regional level most wanted persons, isa sa provincial level, isa naman sa municipal level, 3 ay other wanted persons. Ang lahat namang nasakuting mga most wanted persons ay nasasangkot sa magkakaibang krimen, gaya ng murder, rape, homicide, violation of special laws at iba pang mga paglabag na maaring may mabigat na piyansa o wala. Sa mga inilatag ng mga operations police visibilities and swift law enforcement, 7 individual ang natimbog dahil sa magkakaibang kaso tulad ng frustrated murder, alarm and scandal, disobedience to agent of persons in authority, estafa, theft at batas pambansa number 6 possession of bladed weapons. Sa kampanya kontra loose and unregistered firearms, 4 na suspect ang nadakip dahil sa paglabag ng RA 10591 na kung saan ay nakumpiska sa kanilang posisyon 7 magkakaibang unit ng baril at mga bala. Hindi lang nagpamalas ng epektibong pagpapatupad ng batas sa mga operatiba ng Quezon Police Provincial Office sa kampanya laban sa illegal na sugal na itala ng 21 operasyon at nagresulta sa pagkakaresta ng 59 na suspect at pagkumpiska ng 39,285 pesos na kabuuang taya. Samantala, 7 na personalidad naman ang nadakip dahil sa illegal logging kung saan nakumpiska ang 2,653 board feet ng lumbers na nagkakalaga ng 95,805. Sa pangkalikasang pagbabantay, 26 na personalidad naman ang arestado dahil sa illegal fishing activities kasama ang kanilang mga paraphernalia. Inahanda naman ang mga dokumentasyon upang malitis ng akma ang mga narestong suspek batay sa kanilang paglabag sa batas. Sa kasalukuyan, sila ngayon ay nasa pangalaga ng mga responsabling police stations. Dagdag pa ni Monte na patunay lamang ito na hindi tumitigil ang kapulisan ng Quezon sa tahasang pagpapatupad ng batas. Maging ito man ay Sabado o Linggo dahil sa pagtupad ng tungkulin ang pagpapanatili ng lalawigang maunlad, payapa, ligtas at pangunahing binabantayan ng mga otoridad. Mula sa lalawigan ng Quezon, ako si 𝗟𝗶𝘁𝗿, nag-uulat sa DCRJ 18 AM ang Radyo Bandido TV.
Maraming salamat kasamang 𝗟𝗶𝘁𝗿, no? Before we introduce our guest, I would like you to introduce my co-host for today. She's from Miss Philippines 2023 Ecotourism. Miss Athena Auxilio. Hi, good evening, Athena.
Good evening, Sir Mike. It's good to be back.
Tawag dito, kamusta ang Cebu as of now?
Okay lang, Sir Mike. School had just started yesterday.
Okay. We do have a guest for today, no? In Indonesia. Actually, last minute in confirmation niya. That is why I didn't make an ads. I know our viewers didn't notice that we actually have a guest for today. But actually, I mentioned it last night, no, in our program that I have a Miss Earth Queens for today, which is from Indonesia. But right now, we would like to introduce our guest. Can you do the honor, Athena? Go ahead.
Of course. Thank you, Sir Mike. Well, our beautiful guest for today is an entrepreneur in Indonesia, having had a career as an engineer and a chatbot developer. She believes that technology can help create solutions to help our warming planet. In addition to that, she would like to use her advocacy to encourage reforestation and slow down the effects of deforestation. Let us welcome Ms. Cindy Inato, our Miss Earth Indonesia 2023.
Hello.
Hi, Cindy. Good evening.
Hello. Mabuhay, Philippines.
Ayan, no? Oh, you know how to speak some Filipino language. Who teach you this Tagalog language? Do you have Filipino friends in Indonesia?
Yeah, growing up at school, I have a lot of Filipino teachers. And then when I was in university, I have a lot of Filipino friends. And one of my best friends is Filipino. Oh, and my friend is marrying a Filipina next year.
Wow.
Oh. Yeah.
That's good to hear. Anyway, I do know, no, that we do have a lot of things to know, no, not only to you, but of course Indonesia as well, no. I will do the first question, and then right after Athena will do the rest, and maybe alternate somehow. But first, I do know some people, actually Filipino love to travel in Asia, including Indonesia, no? I do know there's a lot of places in Indonesia that may Filipino able, no, to love this country. No, anyway, for some people who are listening or watching right now on the television or listening in the radio, I do know some people are not definitely familiar within, no, what are the places to be visited in Indonesia. I think they are just preparing the bucket list, no, or the travel list for them, no, in order to be more fun, no, when visiting Indonesia. Can you help them to tell the best places that you think, no, it might be the best to visit in your place, and of course, the food that you will offer, no, to the tourists like us when you visit Indonesia? Would you recommend some food that may we able to love, no, and able to share it also or bring it home, you know, in our country? And also, can you tell us some specific details, you know, such as religion, provinces, number of provinces, capital city of Indonesia, or other culture that you want to share, so that we will be able to know more Indonesia as well. Go ahead, Cindy.
Thank you so much. So Indonesia has a really popular tourist destination, which is Bali. I'm sure everyone knows about it, so I'm not going to talk about it. So Bali is a very beautiful island where we can see beaches, and also there's very deep cultural heritage with dances and also mystical stories. So Bali is like one of the best places to visit, but if that's too mainstream for you, there is a place that's not very well known, which is a place from my province, North Sumatra. It's called the 𝗣𝗵𝗶𝗶𝗽𝗀𝗃 Geopark, and it's been blessed by UNESCO as one of the places that people must visit on this planet. So it houses this beautiful Toba lake with one island in the middle. So this lake used to be the biggest volcano in the world, but now it's dormant, so it's safe to visit. But we have some geothermal lakes nearby as well. It's so beautiful. The water is pale blue with lots of white rocks surrounding it. Okay, in addition to that, about the culture around the place, in my province, North Sumatra, people are very friendly. Our most special food would be the 𝗟𝗶𝘁𝗿𝗶 fish. So it's a type of soup that is yellow in color, and it's also very sour. It's a must try, and also one very unique dish from my region would be the 𝗣𝗵𝗶𝗶𝗽𝗶 cheese. So because it's an Asian country, we don't really make cheese naturally, but then in my region we do. And then what else? Religion. Indonesia is majority Muslim country, but the second largest population for religion would be in Christianity, and then Hinduism, and then Buddhism, and others.
Oh, that's good to hear, no? Even though there's a lot of places to visit aside from Bali, no? Is it we love, no, to hear those places. Maybe we will include it in our bucket list. Anyway, Athena, do you have another question or additional question to that? Go ahead.
I do have a question. I'm curious, how old are you, and is this your first pageant? And why did you choose Miss Earth out of all the pageants that exist?
Yeah. So this year I'm 27. This is my first ever national pageant, so I feel very blessed to be able to represent my country. I chose Miss Earth because I think it's one of the most relevant pageant that we have at the moment. Because just recently I received news that July is the hottest temperature ever recorded in our history. So that is extremely concerning. Like, Miss Earth is important because it's highlighting really important issues that we're facing every day. So us as a whole planet, we have to really put this in the forefront of our mind, that the planet is heating up, and we inside it, we're gonna burn up if we don't do anything about it.
Okay. Do you know Baitong? Actually, we do have a friend there in Indonesia, a former Miss Earth. I just forgot. She's one of the elemental queen, Baitong. Is that right? Do you know her?
As far as I know, Indonesia has never made it past top 20 for Miss Earth.
Diba si Baitong is from Indonesia, is that right? Tama ba ako, Athena? Or naliligaw ako ng bansa?
I'm not sure,
Okay.
sir.
I'll just check later. Okay. Anyway, let's proceed to another question while I'm thinking of it. Okay, go ahead.
Can you tell me more about your advocacy?
Yeah. So one of the biggest problems that we're facing in Indonesia at the moment is deforestation. And unfortunately, it's a problem that we cannot avoid. Population keeps growing, and people need spaces to live, people need spaces to grow food. So deforestation is inevitable, but we can do something about slowing down the effects of deforestation. I really encourage people to grow trees because that's like the best way to capture carbon-friendly air. However, how many of us actually have the land or the trees to plant trees just every day? It doesn't sound like a very everyday activity that people can do. But I've thought of a solution that we can all do together. Really small thing, such as having houseplants in your house. You might think that houseplants are really small, doesn't compare to 100-year-old trees that get cut down every day. But I remember our Earth Queen from 2017, 𝗟𝗶𝘁𝗶𝗽𝗶𝗽𝗶 said, micro efforts will have a macro effect if we as a global community can come together and do it together. So I really hope that people can keep some little plants in their house and have some little greeneries that can help the environment.
Okay. Anyway, for sure, no. You have also some issues in your country, environmental issues, which is definitely might help us to know, what is the current situation there in Indonesia, what is the environmental issue that you have right now, so and what your government doing, in order to surpass this problem. Go ahead.
Yeah. So one of the biggest one is deforestation. Indonesia is a growing economy, so we have a lot of people investing for industries, and industries require a lot of land for factories, unfortunately. So what our country is doing is actually putting regulations. For example, in the palm oil industry, there are sustainability rules that people have to follow. We cannot have plantations on protected land. We have specific zoning for people who want to open plantations or people who want to open factories. And the waste management is also heavily monitored. So at the moment in Indonesia, it is a requirement for factories to treat their waste using bacteria and break them down into less harmful byproducts, things like that. And also, I've recently read that Indonesia is the second largest contributor of food waste, right behind Saudi Arabia. And what we're doing about that is we're socializing people to learn more about ecoenzyme. So ecoenzyme is a product that we can produce using food waste and sugar. And this ecoenzyme can be used daily, such as fertilizers, it can be used as cleaning product, and so on. So those are the two examples that I can give right now.
Okay, Tina, do you have additional question to or follow-up question with Cindy? Go ahead.
I just want to hear your thoughts about environmental friendly cars.
I love them a lot. Actually, when I was in Melbourne, I was part of a racing team, and the year I joined, we still have combustion car, but after that, we're using electric cars. So I think one of the biggest contributors to greenhouse gases is also combustion cars that we have at the moment. So environmentally friendly cars, such as electric cars or even hybrid cars, are going to be very useful for our environment. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I think. Any other question? We have a lot of time.
Yes, I do have another question.
Okay.
How can you influence the youth to value the importance of protecting the environment?
Absolutely. So, which is why I encourage them to have plants. Like the youth, I think we have to communicate with them in a way that they understand. And what they understand at the moment is like TikTok and trends, things that they can they can viralize, things that they can share with their friends. So having these houseplants is like a gateway for them to be more into planting plants, and also we can get to trees eventually. So one of them is promoting plants that are beautiful. So in addition to helping the environment, you can also decorate your home and also have a beautiful feed for your social media. So I think that's how we can get to the youth, to really connect with them in a level that they understand, and use social media to encourage them.
Anyway, I was checking the elemental queens that I was thinking maybe it's another pageant na Miss Earth. Oh, I was checking, way back from 2001 until now. He is right, no? There's no place yet, no, for Miss Indonesia, but maybe this year, no?
Hopefully. Fingers
Oh,
crossed.
of course. Yes, of course. No, why not? No, because Cindy was able to answer all of our questions and politely and fluently, and I think, no, she's one of the capable, no. And Miss Earth will happen on Vietnam this year. It is quite near also in your country. Is that right? Have you been in Vietnam already? Not yet.
I've been once on a cruise ship.
Cruise ship. Okay.
Cruise ship. Yeah, so we passed by Vietnam, and I remember trying pho. I really love pho. It's the rice noodle with beef. Have you tried it?
No, not yet. No. I've been in cruise ship, but travel all along in the Philippines, no, from Luzon to Mindanao. So that's the only local cruise ship I made, not the other country. But actually, my friend asked me before to travel in a cruise ship to Mediterranean, no. So I love to, but I lost my passport. That is why I'm not able to go with them, no, that time, no. But now, no, I'm able to renew my passport already, so I can travel anywhere. But anyway, maybe this one, no, or maybe somehow, no, we can meet on the Vietnam, no, during the Miss Earth on December, or maybe, no, after the coronation or before the coronation, I will be in Vietnam. Anyway, may I ask also, since you are familiar with Vietnam, what are the memories, no, that you love to remember, no, when you are in Vietnam, and what are the best thing that you want to visit again, no, in Vietnam? Go ahead, Cindy.
I was really young back then. I didn't really remember much except for the delicious pho, and also this very beautiful lady wearing the áo đai. Áo đai is like the traditional Vietnamese dress. But if I were to visit again, I heard that they're really famous for their solar power plants. And I love a lot of their ready-to-wear designers as well, like 𝗟𝗶𝘁𝗍𝗄. I'm really excited to visit the store, and Lobster, if you've heard of them. But I'm also really excited to learn more about their culture, because what I know about Vietnam is mostly about the food, because in Melbourne, where I studied, we have a very heavy Vietnamese culture. So I mostly know about the food, the pho, and then there is the BBH, and all the delicious Vietnamese food.
Wow. How about Philippines? Have you already visited our country already? Not yet.
Not yet, but my best friend in Melbourne is Filipino-Australian, and one time she made me this dessert with rice and chocolate.
Wow.
What was called? Yeah, it was like rice pudding. Rice porridge with chocolate at the top. Would you know what that is?
White. Do you know that, Athena? White.
Like rice porridge, and then chocolate.
Per budbud. Ewan. Parang
Oh,
budbud.
may chocolate daw sa ibabaw eh. No? I was thinking it was budbud din. But anyway, we call it maybe we're not sure budbud, no? Because as you said, no, it has the rice,
Is it a
something, and
sticky
then
rice?
and
I
then
think so. Like sticky rice and then there's chocolate.
Mm.
And then
parang kakanina no na may chocolate sa ibabaw na something ganun, no? Oo. What is the color that white and then the chocolate is inside on that white?
it's like it's like in a bowl. So it's like porridge, which is like rice, and then she puts like chocolate topping on top. She made it herself.
Okay. Baka ini-innovate niya lang, no? Para mas, instead na ipinalaman, pinatong niya sa ibabaw. Pwede naman, di ba? Pwede, no? So, like, because in Cebu, they are popular rice cake and then they have chocolate fillings inside there. What do you call that, Athena?
Parang budbud lang din po.
Oh, budbud din. Yung bilog siya, di ba? Tapos may chocolate sa loob, di ba? That's right.
Parang pareho lang naman siguro.
Anyway, let's move to another question. No, it's Are you familiar with? Because no, I love watching movies. No, I'm in entertainment media, so likewise sometimes no, I made some summary of the movies, and sometimes I write it up on our newspaper. And I've seen a lot of movies from Indonesia as well. Some horror movies, love stories. Sometimes it's a remake from Korean movies as well. No, my question is, if you have an opportunity to become an actress in your country, would you love to join as an actress in Indonesia as well?
I mean, I'm always up for trying new things, just like how I used to work as an engineer and then suddenly I'm trying beauty pageant. So if I do have the opportunity, I would definitely love to try. But my true passion, I guess, lies in really policy making and also technology. So
Wow.
I hope that I have opportunities in those fields as well.
But in case you're able to try that, that field, no, as an actress, what do you think is the most fit role for you? Love story, horror, action. Which do you think? Comedy.
Maybe autobiographies. I would like to try those, and then horror movies would be number two.
Horror movies.
Horror movies,
No?
yeah.
No, I watched some horror movies in Indonesia. Well, quite scary, just like in Thailand. No, Thailand is also good making horror movies as well. No, I already watch that, and then I also watching some Indonesian movie in Prime Video. Are you subscriber of Prime Video as well? You have a lot of movies there.
But I thought we can't talk about like brands.
Okay. Actually, there's a lot of movies of Indonesian movies in Prime Video, Amazon Prime Video. If you will subscribe on that apps, no, you will able to see a lot of Indonesian movies made, no, by your country, no. That's why I told you that I have plenty. I've watched plenty of movies from Indonesia already via that apps. No. Anyway, let's proceed to another question. Since you are engineer, no, what in particular kind of engineer are you?
I was a mechanical engineer. So
Mechanical?
yeah,
Okay.
I used to
Mechanical.
yeah. So
More in mechanical is more in auto.
cars.
Cars. That's right.
Yes. So I was a junior engineer in our university's formula racing team. So I was part of the aerodynamics and also chassis team.
And electric cars are introduced right now. As an engineer, do you think it is best to use electric cars than usual cars that we use gasoline or kerosene, diesel, gasoline and diesel?
Definitely. Electric cars are way more environmentally friendly and they run just the same. Depending on like what engine and what battery you have, they work just as fine. And also with electric cars, it's a lot more quiet than combustion cars, so you get like double benefit. No noise pollution and no air pollution.
Why do you, as a mechanical engineer, why do you think electric cars is more expensive than usual cars?
I think it's because it's a new technology. So it's not very readily available and you don't have the economies of scale to make it cheaper. But from what I know, in America, electric cars are very cheap because of the subsidies provided by the government. So I'm really hoping that the government in Indonesia can also subsidize electric cars, because here in Indonesia, Tesla cars are considered one of the very high-end luxury cars, very expensive.
Actually, those branded electric cars are made, by high-end manufacturer like Tesla. Another was what I've seen, Mercedes, and the other one was I just forgot, but actually, most of the branded cars, made by I mean, most of the branded cars or expensive cars make an electric car, which is make them more expensive enough not to sell. But anyway, let's ask, if as a mechanical engineer, and joining Miss Earth, what would you be recommend or would you like to share, as Miss Earth Queens in order to innovate, some cars, for us or for everyone, which is environmental friendly aside from electric cars, which is so expensive. What do you think, on your own research, what do you think is the most, um, environmental friendly cars that you ever used, but not electric cars? What do you think is that?
Answer is really easy. It's also not like a new technology. It's something that I call the bus. The bus. Like what people don't remember is that just getting on the bus has so many seats. Like how many cars can actually don't have to be on the streets if you take the bus? It's really I love taking the bus. It's very convenient for me. It's easy to get to places. I don't even have to know like the way to the place. I just need to know which stop I need to get to and I'll get there. Like the bus is also very cheap. It's environmentally more friendly than driving yourself. And when you're on the bus, you can watch Netflix or Prime Video. So taking the bus is a great alternative.
Actually, when you have a long travel riding a bus, you're able to watch a lot of movies there, Actually, when I travel to Baguio, I already watched, I think, three movies or two. I just forgot how many, but I love watching movies while riding a bus. Actually, he has a point. When you're riding a bus, you can carry a lot of people traveling to one place to another than having their cars individually, which is make them more combustible. I mean, they will be added more carbon, to our air, when you are using a lot of cars. While using a bus, they will minimize the carbon dioxide as well, because you can travel, you can send a lot of people from one place to another, and definitely this is a good one. Aside from bus, I think train, no?
Question.
Electric trains, no? Which is actually already built up in most of the countries. I think in your country you have a railway system as well, no? Using electric cables. That's right.
Yes, we have MRT in our capital, Jakarta, but it is an infrastructure that is very expensive to have. So we don't have it all over the country.
How much is the train in your country when you're riding it?
The train. I don't live in Jakarta, so I haven't actually tried.
Okay. You haven't tried yet, no? Actually,
Yeah.
where do you live in Indonesia if you're not in Jakarta? In Bali?
I live in a smaller city called Medan. It is the capital of North Sumatra. It's on a different island.
What is the popular food in your place?
Popular food in my place would be the sate padang.
What's that?
Sate padang is just a chicken skewers or sometimes beef skewers with spicy sauce.
Wow, that's a nice to hear. A spicy sauce, chicken or beef skewer. That's right. Wow,
Yes.
parang ihaw yun. Oo, parang tayo nagutom bigla no, Athena, no? Actually, meron ko pa bang ibang question? Like, kasi actually, after nito, preparation, no? Or do you have some preparation on Miss Earth? What do you do? Are you, for your pasarela, or are you going to gym, diets, everything? What are your preparation in Miss Earth 2023?
Yep. So far preparations have been for exercises. I love exercising, having a healthy lifestyle. Also with the diet, I've cut out a lot of sugar because before this I am I eat everything. So cut out a lot of sugar. I need to have like very healthy complex carbs, so I have the energy to work out. And then lots of protein and vegetables and fruits. And
how about the trainings? In trainings?
Trainings? Yes. So we haven't started training yet, but I've been told that we're going to start training next month in September. Also, I think this is a secret. I'm not sure if I can talk about it, but I might be coming to the Philippines for training.
Oh, you will come into Philippines to train. Is that right?
Wink, wink. But yeah, we'll see. I'll see you there if I do come.
I see you there. Okay, we will wait for you in just in case. We will welcome you when you visit here, no? Oh, and we will guide you, no? Whatever. If you have a free time during your trainings and you want to go out, you can. If you're staying in Manila, you can ask me. If you're staying in Cebu, southern part of the Philippines, you can ask Athena. No? She will be there to guide you when you visit Cebu. No? Cebu is one of best provinces in our country. It's like more like in Manila, more definitely like Manila. No, the price is almost the same in Manila, but the only problem they have is the salary, no? The salary in Cebu is way lower than Manila, no? But the price same, no? Including the food chain, prices are the same. Actually, in their province, Cindy, the vegetable and fish is way more than expensive than here in Manila. Yes.
Really?
Even they are surrounded by the sea. And I was thinking, I don't know why. Even Athena maybe don't have answer on it, no? Why it's very expensive. Do you have an idea, Athena, why it's expensive in Cebu?
I actually don't know, Sir Mike. But even the clothes are very mura in Manila. It's very cheap in Manila compared to here in Cebu. That's why I
Oh,
really want
see?
to fly back to Manila again.
Even the clothes, yes, actually, no. I don't know, no. But in your country, you're living in the province, not in the city. Is your basic commodities are cheaper than the capital city in your country,
Yes,
or expensive?
it's definitely a lot cheaper than Jakarta. When I do visit Jakarta, prices are about the same as what I had in Melbourne. That's how expensive it was.
Mm. Actually, no, I call people living in Cebu as mayayaman or rich people because they can definitely buy everything they have there, no, even they have a low salary. No, I don't know how they can budget that. And they are best budget people. No, I mean they know how to budget. No, maybe someday, no, people are able to catch a wife. No, maybe I'll select from Cebu because they know how to budget your money. Oh, because it's very expensive, but they able to buy everything. No? Even they are more expensive here in Manila. Is it definitely true? No. Actually, I have a lot of fights when I'm living in Cebu during the time I'm working in a hotel as a chef. No, before I became a broadcaster, I worked in waterfront Lahug as a chef in one of their hotels in Cebu.
I live
Oh,
near that.
and
I live
ah,
I,
ani
I live near.
oh,
Yeah.
2010, no? I was 2000, sorry, 2008 to 2010, no?
No.
I've been there, no? And working in waterfront, no? As a chef, no? That actually I studied culinary in Cebu. It's more cheaper than Manila. The study, no, but the commodities were way back very expensive, no, even way back before, no. I was so thinking, why your meat is so expensive, why your fish is so expensive than Manila. Oh, in Manila the fish can be bought around uh less than $1, oh, per kilo. In Cebu, I think they have 4 kilos. Ay, okay, sorry. Nawawala na raw ako sa screen na ginagalaw ng aso yung ano ko. Okay, sorry. Anyway, let's go back to Cindy. No? Um, Joining Miss Earth, no? Do you think is a big challenge for you since Indonesia doesn't have any places yet, even elemental queens? Do you think it's a big challenge for you or big pressure for you to get a crown, no, from Miss Earth this year, 2023? What do you think, Cindy?
I will definitely try my best, but the people in Indonesia are very encouraging and very kind. So they've told me to just try my best, but if we don't place, they said they'll still love me. So I'm just coming to have fun and see what happens.
Actually, people in Indonesia love pageant. They supported every pageant in Indonesia. And they love all their representative. In any pageant. Would you agree with me, Cindy?
Yes, definitely. Recently, for our event, when I was crowned, we invited Karen and also Shane. So they're like Miss 2017 and also Miss Global 2022, if you've heard of them. And they're very welcoming, and they love Karen so much. They call her Nyai. Like they have a name for Karen Basco. Yeah, Nyai means like a goddess, like a sea
Goddess,
goddess.
wow! Oy, Karen, you will name goddess in Indonesia. Anyway, we have few minutes left. would you like to thank some people in your country who help you in this pageant? And do you have any message to the other queens on Miss Earth as well? Go ahead.
Right. I would like to thank my passerella trainer, Kalana, and I would like to thank my mom. She's very supportive in everything from the beginning to the end. Even when I wanted to give up, like, she gave me a lot of encouragement, and also people from my organization who pushed me so that I can become a better version of myself, and also the other contestants who were so fierce during the competition that I had to step up my game and I have to like quickly learn the ways of pageantry. And also I'm really excited to meet all the girls for Miss Earth International, especially Miss Earth Philippines. I've seen her on social media and she's just such an amazing person. It seems she's so beautiful and so well spoken. I'm really excited to just be around her, feel her energy, and maybe learn a lot from her.
Anyway, how about a message to the other queens, Miss Earth queens? Do you have any messages to them?
I hope that we can be a batch that are very friendly to each other and we can form friendships that last beyond the competition.
Anyway, how about you, Athena? Meron ka bang gustong pasalamatan? Go ahead.
I just want to thank you, Sir Mike, for inviting in, and also
Sihang. Okay. Naghang ka, Athena. Wala na bang idadagdag na may gusto ka pa bang pasalamatan? Okay. Anyway, I would like to thank first Cindy, because actually she said earlier to me that her organization told her that her interview is next week, no? But Alsri told me that it's today, no? So I just confirmed it's today. That likewise, they think it was late, so they tried to set it on Thursday. Actually, they were trying to set it on Thursday, but Cindy told me that she can, no? She can go live today and have an interview with us. And I'm very thankful, even though she didn't give us some photos, but it's okay. We introduced her properly, and we know better from not only from her but also from her country. So it's a big opportunity for us to promote both Miss Earth Queens and Indonesia as well, no? In our country, in Philippines. Well, I hope you will get supported by Filipino fans, pageant fans as well. And hoping, no, we will able to see you when you visit Philippines, no, and when you're able to visit our country. If you're going to South, contact Athena. If you're going to Manila or capital city, you can contact me. But if you're going to North, no, actually is Kyrie, no, and will help us, no, in order to guide you in the north, no? So no, even north, south, or farthest south, no, of our country, we do have a lot of Miss Earth Queens here, able to guide you everywhere. Yeah, so you will be safe, no, when you visit our country. Anyway, thank you very much, Cindy, and to all the people of Indonesia who are listening right now. Thank you very much for joining us, and I hope kindly share this video so that I already sent you a link so that your people can watch it as well. And for those people who watch us today, thank you very much po. Kay Athena, no, thank you. Kala ko wala si Athena, kanya kinabahan ako, but okay lang. Naisip ko, hindi siya makakarating kasi late. No, late na rin siya, parang biglang nag-message din na agad ako, kala mo Athena. Maraming salamat Athena, at I hope kita tayo uli. No? Kaya ba next schedule, no? Next week or today? This week. Anyway, whatever it is, thank you very much uli, no? Including Cindy, thank you very much again. And I hope to all people who watch us, thank you very much. And good night, everyone. Good night, Cindy. Good night, Athena. Good night, Indonesia people. Good night, Philippines. Thank you very much. Bye-bye po. Maraming salamat. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you.